eagles fly up here, you know, and like regular birds, they fly down here. You want to be amongst the eagles, you know what I mean? So
Mm.
that always stuck with me. Just being flying high above everything else and really having control over my life and destiny. That's what I took from it. So just being an eagle.
Hey, we live now, really. What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back, man, to the Golden Gems podcast, man. You here with the one, the only, your host, Relly. And yes, today, man, hey, I got another special episode for you. All right, I'm not here by myself. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend. Pharaoh is in the building. Welcome. Hey, you see who is here. You see who is here, man. Hey, it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to schedule this for a while.
That's a fact.
But man, it's finally going down. He's here. He's in the building. It's about to go down. So are y'all ready? You got your popcorn ready? You ready? Hey, it's gonna be a hell of an episode. So make sure you stay tuned. But without further ado, man, Pharaoh, hey, he is a hell of a man, a brother, a father.
Yes.
Hey, it's not enough words in a dictionary to explain who this man is, but I'm gonna let him give y'all a little taste for yourself. All right. So Pharaoh, man, go ahead and talk to the people, man. Introduce yourself.
Greetings, everybody. I appreciate you guys checking out this episode. It's gonna be a great one, so definitely stay tuned in. For everybody that don't know, my name is Anthony Muhammad. I grew up in Chicago. Born on the south side of Chicago,
Yes,
moved
sir.
out west when I was a youngster, moved back out south in Forest Park, and got into my passions, which was barbering and all that. And that skyrocketed me into the place that I'm at now. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. And that's why he's here in the building with us. He's gracing us with his presence, man. He's a busy man. So once again, I thank you for coming on, Pharaoh. But, hey, you said your name is Anthony, but what's Pharaoh? So where did you get the name Pharaoh from? How did you get that? Because Pharaoh is his own entity now. It's a brand, right? It's a brand.
That's a fact. It's incorporated. So, yeah, man. People ask me that all the time. So when I first started cutting hair, I started, my first real job was in Erskine Reed's Barbers in Stratford Mall. I started there back in 2017.
Man.
Yeah, 2017, like in March sometime, springtime.
Okay.
And I was the youngest, you know what I mean? I was just real fresh out of school.
Fresh meat out here.
And you need a barber name. You got to have a cool barber name, man, to go along with it.
Hey, that's facts, though.
So I ain't know, man. So the guys in the barbershop, they just made a joke one time. I think they said something like, when you graduated, your mama or people, your family was like, hey, nephew, congratulations. So they'll call me nephew the barber. I'm like, man, I'm not trying to keep that name, nephew. You know what I mean?
Nephew the barber. Hold on,
you know what? Nephew.
You're like, I appreciate it, but
nah, not at all. So I started thinking about the name like the Prodigy and, all that type of stuff. Just something real catchy and that kind of represented who I was.
Okay.
But, as I would, I'm more than just a barber. So in my free time, I would read books that really interested my mind. And at the time, I was super deep into ancient Egyptian mystery, like books and just stuff like that.
Okay.
So African history, but definitely ancient Egypt stuck out to me the most. So I was sitting on the edge of my bed one day like, man, let me try to combine this with barbering, my barber career.
Okay.
So I kind of bit off somebody else, my Instagram account.
Maybe a little bit.
Just a little bit.
We ain't bite all the way. We got a little taste.
I think somebody's name was like Faded Pharaoh or something like that. So I'm like, let me throw my little twist on that. I was just sitting, I'm like, man, Pharaoh Phades. Pharaoh Phades. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn, that got a catch. Let me see what that. Hell yeah. I just took the, I put PH, on the face, just to compliment Pharaoh. So I'm like, yeah, man.
You do
I'm
spell
gonna
it
go with
unique.
that.
You do spell it unique.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go with that, man. And yeah, that's how I got the name Pharaoh.
Man, that's crazy, man. So you started off by just kind of adventuring into different things with you said you was reading the Egyptian and just learning about ancient history and things of that nature. Man, that's what's up. So what kind of sparked that interest for you to actually get into ancient history and learning about, all kinds of, I want to say, just new information, because I'm sure it was new information and a lot of things that you didn't know.
Most definitely, man. That's a great question. So it was I just had an open mind. My mind was starting to become more I guess stretched as I started to bump into new information online.
Okay.
Stuff about, like I said, ancient African history. I was like, I never learned this type of stuff in school, and just to hear about the great things my people were doing thousands and thousands of years ago, far as just building pyramids and hieroglyphics and all that type of cool stuff that they did with the temples. And I'm like, man,
it came from somewhere. They just get there by
you know what I mean? I remember being in classroom. They had just really breeze over
right. It was a couple periods.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That was it.
Boom, on to the Russians, to the Greeks, and all that type of stuff. So I'm like, man, let me tap into it and really tap into my ancient African history.
Right. Man,
and it just I felt the fire in my stomach whenever I read something. Like I burned through a book in a week or so, just because I was so that thirsty for knowledge. So yeah, man.
So you just kept that passion. So you was really like, just, you know what? I just want to learn more about who I am. I just want to dive deeper than just the surface of what I've been told.
Facts.
Because sometimes, like, you can always get told one thing, and then two, a lot of y'all don't know. They don't teach us everything in our history. Like, they don't, especially about our Black culture, about our Black history, our ancestors, and all that. Like, they only teach you so much. Like you said, in schools, we kind of just gloss over. We kind of hit slavery a decent amount, but
right.
But
it's like they beating a dead horse at this point. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So that's crazy that I piqued your interest. So as a kid, I want to say, because I want to go way back. So as a young Pharaoh out here, man. So what kind of sparked your interest, into you becoming a businessman, becoming an entrepreneur? What was it that kind of sparked when you was younger, young Pharaoh out here in these streets, to the man that you are now? You're a business owner, you're a father, you're an entrepreneur. Like, you do so much. What from your childhood kind of groomed you into becoming the man you are today?
Another great question, man. Another great question. Man, that's a deep one right there. So as a youngster, man, I always found myself being alone and kind of being on my own path as a youngin'. So I had to really figure out things for myself. When it was tough, when I had nobody there, it was me. So I'm like, man, I gotta figure out who I am. So it allowed a lot of soul searching for me to tap deeper into myself and kind of really figure out what I want. Don't follow somebody's path. That's not for me. So as I get around new friends and all that, I didn't really feed into the peer pressure that they may throw at me, because I was real solid in who I was, and I started figuring that out as a young man. So yeah.
So growing up in Chicago, was it kind of hard, like, not getting into the peer pressure? Because that's the thing, like, people don't know, like, Chicago different. And it's a lot of stuff that you can be getting into, whether it's gangs, whether it's smoking weed or doing it. Like, it's a lot of things that you can find your way into trouble. Like, it's trouble out here. So how did you avoid that, pretty much?
And I'm not going to say I actually avoided it at all. But I always, my mom stayed on my ass, so you'll get your ass.
Hey, mom, don't play no game. Hey, grab a switch
you get caught in trouble. Exactly. And my mom didn't play that. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful to have her be such of a great influence on me growing up, and just having a real good surface for me to stand on.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it was definitely
kudos
my mom.
To mom.
Yeah, definitely kudos to mom. She kept me on the right path. Kept me straight.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, definitely shout out to moms.
Was it something else like that kind of? So with your mom being such an influential, excuse me, y'all know how my speech is. But anyway, so with your mom being such an influential person on you, what was like a few other things that kind of just made you want to, like, become something, or become, like, better than what your surrounding surface is? Because growing up in the inner city of Chicago, like I said, it's a lot of stuff that you can get into.
That's a great question, man. Not having nothing, man. Not having nothing. Going to school. I remember being in high school, right?
Yes, sir.
I used to have, certain I ain't
Talk
had
to
too many
me.
clothes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say that. I was,
Okay.
I was kind of dirty, so I had to,
Hey, be like
wear
that.
this shirt with these pants one day, wear these pants with the other shirt another day. You know what I
Got to
mean?
mix and match. I still do that some days. We can talk about that though.
Right. So I would look at people like, damn, bro, why can't I have that?
Right.
How come my family ain't come from just, having that or
Right.
being able to give me some money, just throw a couple, fresh new outfits.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't like this feeling, man.
Okay.
So that actually pushed me along a path of doing things that I shouldn't be doing to get money, to get recognition,
Ooh.
to get the females and all that type of stuff young people want. You know what I
That's
mean?
facts. That's
So that
facts.
did throw me into a path where I wasn't acting in my true self.
Mhm.
I wasn't aligned with God. So I learned from those consequences that, trying to figure out which quick ways to make money is going to throw you into some shit. So
That
I
is
figured
true.
out quickly not to do certain shit and hang around certain people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely just that want to be seen, be heard,
Right.
be loved, be popular. You know what I mean? Be like the popular kids. So
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. 'Cause I
yeah.
think I kind of experienced that too myself. Because like in high school, like you said, peer pressure is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And if you ain't got all the fresh clothes, you ain't got this, you ain't got that, you gonna want to go out and try to find that or try to get into something where you gonna be able to look fresh. You're gonna be able to be the popular kids and things like that. And it's hard sometimes too, like not wanting to go the bad route, but sometimes that door kind of open wide up, and it's like, man, fuck it, let me walk through here. I want to be cool. I want to be popular. I want the fresh clothes.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's hard sometimes, man.
Mm-hmm. And in high school, bro, it's such a new experience. It's like, damn.
Right. You see the girls.
It was really the girls. That's really the thing, bro, because we do it all for the girls. You know what I mean?
Hey, right.
I want the fresh clothes, the money, you know what I mean? And just that type of aura around me that the popular kids had, man.
Right.
So I definitely looked up to them. So I tried it the best I could, but I had to go to the bad route to get what I wanted. You know what I mean?
I got you. So let's elaborate on for all my youngins out there. So what took you to the bad route, but brought you from the bad route to eventually getting on your path that you own now?
That's a packed question right there, man. That's about.
I want to peel back the layers.
That's
baby.
About 7 years of ass right there. But nah, straight up. So, man,
you got to give us all the juice. Give us
yeah. So I used to, I started hanging around, people in gangs and all that type of stuff.
Okay.
And we would do bad shit after school.
Man,
we would go to go to Marshalls and steal clothes out of there, like straight up.
Go to the dressing room, go hey, rip the tags off.
Sometimes you gotta hit stains. Sometimes you gotta steal people's phones and all that. Go pop them off and get more, get money to buy more clothes.
That's facts.
Or you just want to get money to buy weed and
real talk,
do shit like that.
Right.
So I would hang around certain people that pretty much that's all they did. That's their lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Even though your environment though.
Yeah. Even though in my intuition, I was like, bro,
like in the back of your head,
you're not supposed to be doing this shit. You got to be home at a certain time, and you got to make up a lie just to see what tell your dad where the fuck you been at. You know what I mean? So
that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, bro, just being around the wrong crowd, it got me. It just swayed me down the wrong path.
So what was that moment then? What was that one moment in your head that, yes, I went down this path, but okay, what brought you out of it though?
It's a great question, man. I give it all to my intuition, being close to God. That voice in the back of your head, like, bro, you got so much more potential,
man,
than you think you have. You know what I mean? And you can't be hanging around this dude. He ain't giving you nothing but bad energy. You feel it. Right. You see his results. You see where he came from too.
That's facts.
And that's not you, man. You had it a little bit better. So let's actually walk a better path so we could grow righteously. You know what I mean? So that intuition in my mind really led the way for me. Intuition to me is like a bird in the sky. It can see the past. It can see the future. Man. And it's just trying to tell you, man, just keep it on. Keep going. Keep going.
That's facts. Okay, I respect that, man. That's a hell of an answer too, because sometimes like some people don't trust their intuition. Some people don't trust that little voice that they hear sometimes in the back of their head. They don't know if it's God. They don't know. Nah, that's you, that other person inside of you that wants you to do right, that wants you on the right path, and that's trying to prevent you from, ending up somewhere that you're not supposed to be.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to trust it. And then sometimes people just they don't want to give in to that voice because they like, man, I know that's not the cool thing to do, or that's not the right thing. I don't want to be, casted out and have people not mess with me no more.
They start feeding into their lower selves, to their desires, to the animalistic nature of themselves. You know what I mean? Instead of tapping into the God frequency.
That's facts. So with that, how did you, because, all right, actually, we're going to go here. Where are we at right now? How did you get here? All right, let's hey, y'all see where we at? Hold on, can I grab it? Hold on. Hey, if you don't know, hey, this black owned right here.
Yes, sir.
This black owned right here.
Yes, sir.
Homemade.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we're gonna talk a little bit more about this, but how did we get here, man? So from high school, being a kid that, ain't have much, then how do we get here?
That's a great question, man. I'm going to take it back, though. I'm going to take it back to growing up on the South Side, man. I was staying with my dad, and he was marrying a woman that was a hairstylist. And her mom was a hairstylist as well, and they both owned a shop inside of Forest City Mall on the South Side for all my Chicagoans that know.
Yeah.
And I'll go up there every day, man, just try to talk to some of the shorties, make a little bit of money sweeping up, you know what I mean?
Right.
Buy me some food, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Buy a little bit of clothes. But I started to realize the beauty of being a barber, being a hairstylist, and the way it made people feel.
Right.
It really caught my eye, you know what I mean? And I feel like that was deeper than just making money, you know what I mean? For cutting somebody hair real quick. I wanted to make people feel good about themselves. So I always kept that in the back of my pocket. So that was 12 years old. I kept that in the back of my pocket. Right. Fast forward, man, I was, going through high school, freshman, sophomore year, getting into trouble, just going, doing the daily things, man, as a young kid trying to figure it out, right?
Right.
Fast forward, junior year, man. Actually, senior year. Senior year. Last year of high school.
Man, last year when you got to figure it out a little bit, you got to
I got called down to the dean's office.
Okay.
I thought I was in trouble, man. I'm like, fuck. What did I do? I didn't do nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, I ain't did nothing yesterday. What did I?
Turns out, man, my name was on the list to go to barber school. I didn't even know I signed up for it, So, sometimes they'll call you down and you start to fill out these papers, what you made. A career stuff, like a career list.
You
know what I mean?
So stuff like that. You feel
I guess I filled out the Cosmo one, the barber one, right?
Right.
And glory to God, man. This brother named Erskine Reeves started a barber program, 4-5 miles down the street in Hillside, Illinois.
Man.
And they were giving young kids like me, I'm a senior at the time, young kids like me, like an opportunity to leave high school and go to barber school and pick up a craft,
Right.
And it was the biggest blessing I've received in my life. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, I really feel like God knew that was destined for me. So he allowed me to go through certain things so I can reach that point. Right. So I give all glory to God for giving me the opportunity. Definitely shout out to Erskine Reeves for giving me the opportunity to, be a barber in his barber program and him creating that barber program. Because I was a senior, man. It was actually only for juniors.
For real?
So I was the only senior in that class. So it was like I just made it in. You know what I mean?
Just barely made the cut.
Barely made it in.
God is good, though, man. He worked it out for me, man.
Yes. So I went to school there.
So when you first got there, like, what was your reaction? Like, did you expect it? Like, did you expect to fall in love with your craft? Or did you expect that to be the passion?
It wasn't even school for me. Like, it was literally... I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Of course, you got school, though. You got the schoolwork and all that type of stuff. But my passion was overflowing. So every day I showed up with a smile and a lot of passion to get me through the day, and just to, learn as much as I can to take it on into my career.
Right.
So I loved every minute of it. It was, it was challenging at times. You got to do some women's hair and stuff like that. Like, I ain't come here for that.
Right.
Cut hair and get up out of there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Figure out what I'm gonna do after that. But everything was all good. Everything was all good through it.
That's what's up, man. So with that opportunity, it kind of catapulted you into your passion, into your entrepreneurship journey. Because at the end of the day, you answer to yourself. You the boss around here.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So how was that like getting into, what made you want to do this? Get into your own place, have your own things, and, yes, you started off like, learning and wanting to learn, and then the passion, just grew and grew and grew.
Mm-hmm.
But what got you into, what? I can really do something with this. I can really, be my own boss and own my own shop, own my own store. Like, what made that, or what was that thing that kind of gave you that?
That's such a great question, man. And I'm gonna say representation.
Ooh,
Representation
okay,
was
talk
it
to
for
him.
me. You
Talk
know what
to
I
him.
mean? So it's all about who you're coming up under. And like I said, man, that man Erskine Reeves, black male from Hillside, Illinois. You know what I
Hey.
mean? Barber, been doing it for years, and he had such a dope barber shop inside of Stratford Mall, about a mile away from here.
Right.
And working there, it allowed me to see what I could be in this industry. You know, he had a great setup. He was very professional in the way he handled things. He played nothing but great music in the shop.
Hey, that's key.
Yeah,
That's key.
it's key for the environment. It's key for the surroundings. You don't want
That's
to
facts.
attract the wrong, frequency towards the business.
That's facts.
Cause I started inside of a hood barbershop in Maywood, man. But like I said, I got a great intuition. I look at things. I'm a real high level observer. I look back and I'm like, man, I don't think I want to be in this type of environment. I see so much more for myself, in this career. So I went to Erskine like, bro, can I get up in the shop? You know what I mean? I think I got it, bro. I got it. I promise you I got it. I'm not going to disappoint you.
Right.
So Erskine Reeves really gave me.
So he gave you that first shot then?
Yeah, he gave me that first shot, and he gave me something to look up to, man.
For real?
Just a mentor to look from afar at. You know what I mean? He just, because he walked the route already. You know what I mean? So I just picked up the tips from him and put them in my backpack and it kept it going. So fast forward though, I was working there for about 5 years, man, and it reached a point where I'm exceeding. You know what I mean? I got clientele.
Yeah.
I got it going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
hey,
what's the next step?
Booming.
What's the next step? So coincidentally, one of the barbers that actually left before me, Steve, he was telling me about this opportunity down the street at Solar Salons. And he was like, bruh, Pharaoh, you need to check it out, dog. You got the clientele. They're going to paint it for you. You can do whatever to it. You're your own boss. You can leave when you want to. I'm like, nigga, slow down. Slow down, bro.
Hey.
Slow down, bro. But I could have stayed comfortable in where I was at because it's cool. I ain't got to worry about taxes and all that type of stuff. It's just going to be real quick and easy for me to handle.
Right.
But when you move over here, you one of the big dogs now.
Right.
You gotta fly high like an eagle. So I'm like, man, I think I'm ready to take that bite. It was COVID at the time, so it was like I'm at a point where something got to shake. You know what I mean?
Right.
Times are changing on this planet, so I'm like, all right, bro, it's time to embark on my own journey and see what I can handle on my own. So I decided to move over here. And it's been a great journey so far, man. It's been a great journey so far. That was actually back in June 2020 I moved in here.
Man, so, and still
thriving, man. I'm still
yesterday's price, just so y'all know, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Not at all. Not at all. Hey, I'm not scared to say it. Not scared to say it.
Hey, so really, with you being here and you taking that leap of faith and trusting yourself and seeing that potential in yourself to know, yes, I'm comfortable here. The job is good and everything is going well, but I want more. I want to be my own boss. I want to be my own, my own man, in a sense. You got groomed by Erskine Reeves. Did I say his name right?
Yeah, Erskine. Yep.
Erskine. Yep. I apologize.
That's a hard name to say. Yep.
So you got groomed and he gave you like the tips of the trade, and now you done took those tools and you done built something amazing for yourself. And so I want to really know, how did you get into, creating your own products, man? I want to get into the product real quick.
Man, bro, just brainstorming at the crib, man.
Once again, hold on.
Yes. Hey. Purple Orb Essentials. It's now, selling on the shelves. You guys come check it out.
Come check it out.
Hair growth oil or some great oil for the skin. Hey. It does it all. I promise you would not be disappointed.
Hey, you heard. Hey, man, I can vouch for it. You won't be disappointed.
Yes.
You understand me?
So it was a lot of brainstorming, man. I tried to figure out how I want to squeeze as much out of this business as possible. So I'm like, I'm cutting hair. I got clientele and all that type of good shit. But you got to have something to sell on the shelf. You know what I mean? To go along with that. Because you want to maximize that ticket. And that was my way to do it, get a product and something homemade. I wanted something special for me. I didn't want to just wholesale something from another brand. I wanted something that had the ingredients in it that I actually researched and practiced with myself to sell to the people. Exactly. So that's how I came up with that, man. That's how I came up with it.
Man, that's what's up, man. That is amazing, man. So now I want to touch into the other side of Pharaoh. All right, I want to touch into the Pharaoh that's kind of a little sweet, little soft side.
Mm-hmm.
I know you got a beautiful young daughter
Oh
out here,
yes,
man. I want to touch into that, man. So what
yes.
has being a father and just embarking on that journey to, hey, I'm not here just for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I created this business, I created this name, and now it's a whole brand, and now this is gonna help me, take care of my youngest, my baby girl.
Yes.
What has that, and having a kid, being a father, what has that done to Pharaoh?
Man, it's a total life change, man. For all the fathers out there, you know what I mean. It's that point where you got to step up to the plate and really do
Man,
your job, responsibility, have grace,
talk
have
to him.
patience,
Talk to him.
sacrifice. That's all that's needed. That's all that's needed. So, being a father, it's the most challenging thing one can ever go through. I must say.
He said the most challenging.
It's super challenging, man, but it's so well worth it, man, because you get to pour so much light and love into this little creation that you have. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I grind so hard now for it. You know what I mean? I put my all on the table for my daughter. You know what I mean? I try to show her the best things in life because I want her to really reach for the mountaintops when she gets older. So
yes,
it's
He said words can't describe.
Words can't really describe it, man. Words can't really describe it because it's a daily thing, man. It ain't about you no more. Exactly. It's all about that little life that you got behind. So I try to be the best example for her as much as possible. So even when I know she's looking at me, but she don't know that I know she's looking at me. I put on the best example for her, whether it's music that I'm playing, right, whether it's whatever I have on TV, the people I have around me, and how I carry out work inside of here. Because she comes in to work with me sometimes, so she sees it. So
right, she sees the work that her father's put in. She sees the ground level. She's like, "Dang, Dad is really, Because as a kid, like you really like fathers. Like, kids have different relationships with their father, just in general. And I know with your daughter, she probably look at you like you're a superhero.
Yeah,
and I know, like, with me, I cannot wait to have kids. I cannot wait until that comes. But for you, man, how does it feel like every day that you get to be a superhero to somebody? Like, how does that
it's
feel?
super fulfilling, man. I promise you, bro. I done had so many teary moments. You know what I mean? Just those little. It's the small moments that matter the most.
Yes, sir. Always.
Just sitting with her. You know what I mean? Words can't really explain it, bro. Like, being a dad is phenomenal, bro. Taking out on trips and stuff like that, taking her to the park, you know what I mean, reading books to her at night, you know what I mean, doing homework with her. Man, you're pouring so much. It's so fulfilling. You're pouring so much light and love, and you give them the thing that you didn't receive as a child.
Man,
so it's a total 360 moment. You know what I mean? So I get to prepare her for life in the best ways that I could. So I couldn't be more happy. You know what I mean? Being a dad.
Man,
and a girl dad at that. Such
a girl dad. Hey, that's what all the girl dads are.
It softens you up on the inside. You gotta, you can't get super physical. You gotta really look at it. You gotta be graceful with the girls. So
that's facts.
It's definitely helping me grow as a person. As much as I'm helping her grow, it helps me grow as a person.
Man, that's what's up, and that's amazing, man. And I really want to ask that question because I know just how important that is, having another life. But let's answer this real quick. When you got the news that you was gonna be a dad, how was that? How was
that's a different
question. That's what I really want to know. So when you got the news,
it's so funny, man. It was Christmas Eve, or was it Christmas Day? It was like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And I got a photo of it too when I figured out, because because we all had Santa hats on in the shop, right?
Yeah.
And they were going around taking pictures and videos, but only what they knew what was going on in my mind at that time.
He was like, boy,
when shit just stopped. You know what I mean?
Hey, did it shock you, man?
Boy, I was very shocked, man. I was very shocked, and I'm like, oh shit, I done got into some shit now.
Right.
Okay, so shit, they got real. So I didn't really know how to really digest it, man. I was 19 at the time. I'm still a kid of myself, so it was like, oh shit, life just started for me. I'm just not making money, and boom, you got a baby, brother. Now what you gonna do about it? Now it's time to really grow up and mature and handle your responsibility. So I was shocked at first, man. I wasn't ready for a child, not gonna lie. But you know, when you get that type of message, you get that type of blessing, you got to walk with it. You know what I mean? It
That's
takes
true.
two to tango, so you got to know what you're doing, man. Life is nothing but cause and effect.
Man,
For every cause, I mean, for every cause and effect. So
that's
you got to
facts.
go with it, man. So
Man.
now I look back at it, it's the biggest blessing I could have had. So
Man, that's amazing, man. That is amazing. And for that to be one of your biggest blessings. And then too, like it leads into my next question too, but we're gonna say that. We're gonna say
okay.
that. I really won't, you know, of course, we touched on, we tugged the heartstrings a little bit,
Yeah.
but I know you are very spiritual. I know you are very spiritual. And I really want to dive into, what really got you into being spiritual, being and getting into all the spiritual things that you were involved with. Because I can't even say the word, but you can say, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So I want you to go ahead and take it over, man. Talk to my people. What got you so
for
spiritual,
sure.
man?
The word you talk about is ayahuasca, guys, but I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. So yeah, man. Like I said, man, I was tired. I was getting into African history as I was starting my barber career, and that started tapping me into more deeper spiritual things. You know, when it came to chakras and all that type of mystical stuff that I never learned about in school. So with me trying to figure out myself spiritually, I started just reading more books and doing deeper meditations with myself, spending a lot more time in nature, sun gazing a lot, reading out of nature.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And really tapping into myself, like really tapping into the feminine side of myself, and really trying to receive downloads from the spiritual world. Because as a child, man, I always been very uh, into dreams and all that type of stuff. Like I control my dreams at will. I can astral project. Walk around my neighborhood at night. Sometimes I didn't know I was doing that type of stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's always been something that's always been second nature to me. But back in 2017, bro, I really had a spiritual awakening, man. I looked at things totally different. And I actually felt like a whole new person. Because I couldn't recognize the person I used to be back in the day, like all the bad shit I was doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was into some shit. But it's like I really found myself. So I had a spiritual awakening, man. Almost as what they would say, a kundalini awakening. Like you feel like a whole lot of vibration just come from your crown all the way down.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time for all my special listeners.
Yes, a kundalini awakening. A kundalini awakening. So kundalini is that energy that's at the base of the spine. It's that creative sexual energy that that
we're getting deep right now.
And you can flow it. Some people have it resting in the lower energy centers, which is the first three chakras: survival, food, desire. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. But I feel like at that point, man, I started going past that into my heart chakra. And it was like hitting me deeply. I'm like, man, my heart. So I started to have a whole lot of love for a lot of, just everybody and everything around me. Then it started going, higher and higher. I started to express myself more. So my throat chakra got more aligned, and my third eye started awakening. And I started having more deeper dreams, and more psychic ability started coming online for me. And I'm like, damn, man, what is happening? So spirit almost took it really took the front seat, my driver's seat. So I started to put, a little bit of the barber stuff, in the rear, even though, it's definitely still second nature.
That comes, it's coming naturally. That's a lifestyle.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So I wanted to focus on that more at that time. So out of nowhere, man,
talk to me.
I quit the job, bro. I quit the job. You know what I mean?
Which job
I had to sit down. This was Erskine Reed's Barbers, man.
Okay.
I quit the job, because I told her I had to talk with him, man. Like I'm going through these things. I'm having so many different insights, and I want to move to somewhere natural. I told the man Costa Rica, because that's where I've been before. Even though I know where the fuck I was going, I just needed to quit. I need to be with myself, because I'm just having a child, so it's like, man, I only got this much time to really chill myself and figure out.
So what year
who
was
I
this?
am. This was 2017. 2017 going to 2018.
Okay.
So it was a lot of soul searching going on at that time. So when I quit the job, bro, everybody thought I was crazy. Like, what is this guy doing? You making this much money? You got trophies and shit. Like, what's going on with you, bro? So I was at the crib, man, just chilling, reading books, watching a lot of metaphysical videos, watching all kind of lectures, changing my diet. I went cold turkey vegan, y'all. Cold turkey vegan back in mid 2017. And and I didn't know what to eat. I just started losing weight. You know what I mean? I just started eating like little bird food and shit like that. So,
Right.
but I knew that I would be able to raise my frequency if
Mhm.
I changed my diet, which it
Mhm.
did, and started fasting more and stuff like that.
Ooh, okay.
And as I was home, man, I was on Facebook. I was scrolling past one post. One of my favorite, I guess, metaphysical teachers at the time, or a brother
Okay.
that was inside of a spiritual group. I should say that. He
Right.
was in this group called Melanation. The brother name was Olmec the Ancient. And
Okay.
I guess he moved on from that particular group he was with to another village out in Ecuador with his
Ooh.
brother named Yada.
Okay.
And
Talk to us.
the post was talking about the teacher. Yada was accepting students in Ecuador
Mhm.
at this time. You know, just 3 students to come out there, stay for 3 months to fast, meditate, and do martial arts. So I'm like, nigga, this must be my side. This got to be the side right here. So
like, fuck it. Let me
everything stopped right there. I locked dead in onto that opportunity, and I
Right.
started, you know, liking, commenting, like, bro, I'm there. You know, I'm inboxing them and everything.
Right.
So I guess a week or so went past. You know, my mama like, boy, you still here? You ain't went to work? And that's when I had to let her know, like, you know, mom, I quit the job.
Oh yeah, because
you know,
mom
that
ain't even
type of
know. She
stuff.
like, hold on.
Right.
Yeah, you supposed to be.
You know, you know, because, you know, she probably like, oh, he chilling, he on vacation. You know?
Right, right. Taking a
Nah,
little
mom,
vacation.
you know. So she like, what you finna do? I'm like, man, I'm finna go live in tune with nature. Like, I was such a free-minded individual. I'm like, man, I'm finna go and live somewhere in tune with nature and take my family out there. That was the plan. So
I respect that.
I looked at this opportunity as me beginning that journey. So I hit up Olmec and he ain't respond. So I had to start sending him money. I'm like, man, you gonna see these. You gonna see me. So that was what I needed to do. So
Right.
he actually called me. We had an interview. So me, Yada, and brother Olmec had you know, like a FaceTime type interview on
Right.
Facebook. He just went down the questions, why I'm coming out there, what do I expect from this journey, stuff like that. Like, am I really ready for this type of stuff? And I'm like, bro, you got the right one.
Right.
Like, I'm with it all.
He said, you got the right one. I've been waiting.
I've been waiting. So it was a beautiful opportunity, and I just thank God for that. And I thank my intuition, man, because if I didn't leave at that particular time, if I didn't scroll Facebook at that particular time, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to go to Ecuador for 3 months and have the best spiritual growth of my life. You know, so
you went to Ecuador. How your mom react when you tell her, yeah, mom, I just quit my job and I'm gonna go to Ecuador?
What she like, you know, raise eyebrows, like, you sure?
Right.
You got a baby.
What's out there?
And she tried her best, you know, having conversation with me at night before she went to work. Like, you shouldn't be doing this, Anthony. Like,
oh, so she ain't want you to do it.
Nah. I mean,
but that's mom though. That's understand.
Yeah.
Like, she ain't gonna want her baby to go out and fly around the country.
Not at all.
She like, I can't even. I can't even say Ecuador. You tired? You think you finna go? What? And then it's not like it's down the street. It's not like it's one of the suburbs out in Chicago. Nah, that's
for 3 months. You just had a baby.
Oh,
what?
Man.
You wildin', boy. You wildin'. Nah, she thought I was tweaking, man. But when my mind, I'm a Leo, man. When my mind get fixed on something, I'm gonna do it. It ain't nobody that can stop me. It just is what it is. Y'all just have to get used to it. You know what I mean?
That.
So
I respect that.
I definitely just tried to have a heart-to-heart with her about it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
To me, I'm looking at myself as having a greatest transformation in my life, so I can bring that light back to the people that need it. You know what I mean?
Right, the people around you, your inner circle.
I wanted them to learn from that experience, the experiences I was going to have out there. You know what I mean? And just from my mind, I had a whole paradigm shift. So I knew they weren't going to understand, but
because only you would really understand. Like,
exactly,
that goes with a lot of different things. Like, sometimes only you can see the vision, see your plan, see what your life, where your life is supposed to be heading. Like, sometimes only you can feel that. It goes like back to the intuition.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, sometimes they won't understand what's going on up here, what's going on in here. You know, sometimes they don't get it.
They won't.
You know, and you can tell them, you can have so many conversations with them, but it's like, you know, you ain't gonna understand because you're just not in it.
Exactly.
Until they actually see the benefits. So I know when you came back, they probably like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, you know, words ain't gonna do it, man. It's action that's gonna get people. You know what I mean? So I had to be
believers.
Yeah, I had to be the beacon of light. Like, my aura was different when I came back. You know what I mean? Like, people seen it on me. And I went through so much out there, so I wanted people to get on the same frequency, but it really, really shocked my mind when I seen that everybody ain't gonna, you know, even though they really see the truth and light and all the goodness that coming from doing what you got to do to grow.
Right.
Everybody ain't gonna tap into it, man. Everybody got a different alarm clock. So
That's facts.
you got to be patient with yourself. So it helped me grow a lot and to not to be so pushy to people. You know what I mean? Just when they ready for it, hey, I'm right here when you need. You know what I mean? I can teach you about a lot of things. I can show you what I went through. You know,
so you don't got to force it on them in a way.
Exactly. So I didn't, because that's what I was doing.
Right.
I was so passionate about it, and I love people so much, especially people around me.
So
I'm
you like, I want y'all to feel what I'm feeling. I want you to understand, like this is real. This is real. Like you can really open up your third eye. You can really see a lot of different. Trust me. I understand that all too well, man. Because you just really want everybody to be experiencing what you experience, or at least see the benefits that can come from it. But go.
So I'm like, man, what? I'm just gonna just do it. You know what I mean? So when I went out there, bruh, listen, it was the craziest experience ever. I mean, just being a young boy. First, I had to go to the Jewel's Oscar to get some stuff that we needed for like 3 months. I think we need like grapeseed oil, pink sea salt, just all that type of stuff that we may cook with, right? And of course, have my clothes and all that type of stuff. And spent one more night with my baby mama and my daughter. Kissed them on the forehead. Gone. I flew out.
My God.
I think I had like 2 flights. My first flight was to Quito, Ecuador. And that's where I was gonna meet with another student so we can travel to the next destination together.
Right.
Man, the fucking layover, bro. I checked my bag dripping and shit. What the fuck is this dripping? It's the fucking grapeseed oil. I'm like, all over my shit. I'm like, man, this could have started off worse.
Oh man.
I'm like, damn. So I had to throw out, that bottle, whatnot, and try to just, soak up as much of that oil as possible and just roll with it. You know what I mean? So fast forward though, man, I meet up with the new student that I'm about to, connect with over these 3 months. So we meet up, we start talking, chopping it up, whatnot, looking, talking about what what made us come out here and stuff like that. So we got on the flight to the next location. Who was gonna pick us up was this guy named Wilson, which was the grounds person on the village, right? So he had a little sign with our names on it. And I'm like, this is trippy.
Some shit out of a movie.
Shit out of a movie. Shit straight out of a movie. And I'm like, man, I'm in back of the cab, bro. We drive through Ecuador. I'm seeing all this sugar cane on the side of the hill. Not sugar cane, I'm sorry. Aloe vera on the side of the hill. It was so much of it.
I might not never make it back
to
Chicago.
Listen. And I'm like, it's so much just beautiful green earth out here. And I'm just mind blown. It was just mind blowing, boy. Like, this was.
So was this your first time being outside the country then?
Nah, this is my second time. Because my first time was Costa Rica, man. Costa Rica was my first time because I knew it was a lot of spiritual people that went out there. And they said it was, I heard nothing but great things about it. And it's a beautiful environment to get in tune with yourself in. And just, it's so lush. It's so lush, so much fruit, and so much just life, bro. It's pure life. Like they say Pura Vida out there a lot. They wouldn't even say good one. They just say Pura Vida. And that means pure life out there. And it's like that, bro. I recommend everybody go to Costa Rica. I recommend everybody go to, and especially the Caribbean side. That's why I go to the most. Puerto Viejo. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there. I'm gonna get some property out there one day. But in Ecuador, man, it was about shit. So at the airport, about 2 hours and a half away from the actual village. So I had a lot of thinking to do before I got there. So, and you got to keep in mind, bro, his brother named Yada, he had a big following on Facebook. So it's like, I'm watching this guy that's getting thousands and thousands of views on Facebook. I'm going to be right in front of his face. It was like seeing a celebrity for the first time. I'm going to meet up with the brother that, got me out there, Omek the Ancient. I was watching his journey on YouTube and on Facebook. Right. So it was kind of mind blowing that a young guy like me was able to experience that firsthand.
You kind of shocked a little bit. Like, is this real? Like, hold on, you got a picture something.
It was like a movie, bro. It was like a movie.
Man, so that's a blessing, man. That's truly a blessing, man.
So we pull up to the gate. He got his it was like the tree, it's the flower, the seed of life in yellow and black in front of the gate. Yada D Village on it. It opened up when we got there, and we pulled up into the middle of the village. We overlooking the big ass mountain. You got a pyramid right here. You got one house over here. You got another house over here.
We're gonna find a picture. I'm gonna put a picture.
Yeah,
so I know you. I'm gonna put a picture somewhere so y'all can see that, because that's crazy.
Yes. So I'm like, bruh. So we get out. We see Omek. I just, I try not to act nervous and shit. Shake it up. What's up, my boy? Because you seen the brother that's all like
Right,
they was
on
a big
YouTube,
like
Facebook,
if it's any spiritual folk out there that's that heard about melanation, you know what it is, you know what I mean. So seeing him was super cool. So he took our bags, he set us outside, at the house we was gonna be staying in. He saged us down, first saged all our belongings down to get whatever negative energy may be on our aura or just around us at the time.
Yeah.
We were just sitting right there chopping it up and just talking, waiting for y'all to come down there so he can actually talk to us about what to expect in these next 3 months, bro. Right. So, man, we did our birth chart and all that type of stuff. So
I know that was dope, man.
Yeah, it was.
I'm into that a lot. So I know that was dope as hell,
So I'm like, man, because I don't even think I was really that deep into it at the time. I'm like, this is mind blowing hearing this about myself. So it was super dope to see.
Because, man, real quick, like, I don't care what anybody has to say.
Boy,
your birth chart.
It's reading a book about yourself.
Man, I don't care what anybody got to say.
All the time. I'm like, you ain't got to believe me, nigga.
You don't got to believe
yourself.
Read yourself and then see if some of that shit match up.
Exactly. That's exactly what I say. That's literally exactly what I say.
I'm telling you, man, because sometimes people be acting like, man, all that stuff. I'm like, it comes from somewhere. And then if you really read it and you look and see, it matches up literally with who you are as a person.
It's your personality. It's literally reading your personality.
So I'm sorry, y'all. We get into it, but it's like seriously.
It's very
everybody should go know your birth chart. Everybody should tap into it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you will learn so much about yourself.
Exactly. That's a fact. And you're gonna believe us, man. Just look at it for yourself.
Man.
Just look at it for yourself. So when Brother Yada walked down there, I'm like, damn, I'm really in front of this guy right now. Just being honest, like, man, this is crazy right now. And I'm young, so I'm just, still wet behind the ears. And he like, man, what you down here for, man? And he an Aries, so he real like passionate and real. He'd come right at you with it. So it's like, man, what you down here for? Like, really, and he like, man, like, just really get at us, what I'm saying, with the questions. And he just trying to pick our brains, see what we down there for and all that type of stuff.
Right.
And he let us know, like, this ain't gonna be no vacation, fam. So get ready for what you about to endure.
Right. Get ready for everything that you gonna learn about you. Like,
boy,
he preparing y'all. He telling you straight up, hey, this is different.
Boy, yes.
If you thought it was a vacation, you might well turn around.
Might as well turn around now. And he was like that, man. Like, yeah, you can get your ticket tomorrow and just go. You know what I mean? Because it's not that at all. You can be fasting. I'm taking them phones. You can be doing martial arts. You can be doing a whole lot of
no phones either.
Yeah.
Man,
for certain periods of time.
Like
we'll get it on on the weekend. You know what I mean?
Hey, so you learn martial arts and everything. Oh, you just
doing all.
Keep going.
Doing it all. So, man. So after we got in tune with each other, we trying to brush each other's shoulders and whatnot. Okay. We had a pyramid on the land, man, and he was like, "I'm gonna take you in there. You're gonna have this drink, right?" And I'm like, "Nigga, I know what the drink is." So and he's like, "Man, just come on, man, just come on." So in the pyramid, it was enough space for like 4 or 5 people at the most. So it was 2 yoga mats, 2 blue yoga mats in there. He had a speaker right there on the shelf, playing shamanic beats, do 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 do. Had a candle lit and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, damn, bro, this is the first fucking day.
Right.
Ayahuasca already. You know what I mean? I wish I eat them fucking fries in the airport. You know what I mean? So I'm just thinking about all kind of shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm thinking I'm gonna experience this and all that, which you should not do before any type of psychedelic. You should not try to force your type of experience onto it. You know what I mean?
That's
like what you think you gonna
go into it with an open mind.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, this is about to get intense. So he had the sister next to me. She was on her yoga mat. And I was on my yoga mat. We had our purge buckets because ayahuasca is going to make you purge either, through the front end or through the back end, if you know what I mean. So we had the purge buckets there. And we had, he gave us, he had a little wood cup and he had a little pitcher of this brown liquid. He poured the sister some first and she had her. We had about 2 each. And it's the taste of ayahuasca is like churned up tree bark. You know what I mean? And molasses, I'll say. That's kind of what it tastes like.
And you had to drink it.
You got to drink it. It's the taste still in my mouth. Like you gotta take it down, man. You got to take it down. So when he gave it to us, he said, "I'm gonna be back in here in a little minute to check on you guys." I'm like, "All right, bet."
Right.
And I just laid down and just try to keep my calm, and it comes on to you real subtly. It's a very feminine type of drug, so it kind of it don't rush you into experience. You just kind of naturally flows you into it. So you start to just lay back, start to see little type of geometric shapes and stuff like that, and little subconscious memories of what you need to deal with within your personal life. So it was great. It was super introspective and purging.
So I thought like just what the doctor ordered.
It was exactly what I needed. It was exactly what I needed. So probably like 45 minutes in, Shorty get the like she get the throwing up. So I'm like, man, it's hitting her. I'm like, I'm good. I don't know why you going through that. Ain't that bad. Shit. I'm sweating a little bit, but nigga, I'm good. Right. You like, all right, damn. Oh, let me sit up real quick. Oh, and start coming out. So, and that purging process is needed because you got to purge all that what you do not need no more outside of you. You know what I mean? All that negative energy
and everything.
Exactly. So when that start getting out of me, man, you just start to feel so much more lighter, and you start to see whatever Mama Ayahuasca needs you to see in your subconscious mind, whatever it comes to a vision or whatnot.
Right.
Yeah, man. So I end up damn near passing out, man. I think, yeah.
Hey, you thought it was sweet. You're like, nah, she over there throwing up.
I thought it was sweet, but it took a lot out of me. So I rested for a good minute, man. And when I woke up, Shorty was gone. I'm like, damn, okay. I don't want to walk out yet. You know what I mean? I'm going to wait till somebody come and get me. I'm just going to chill right here for a minute, just sit with myself, you know what I mean? And really just take it all in. I'm like, damn, bro. But when I walked out of that pyramid, man.
It was life-changing.
It felt like a big cloud left me. I felt the lightest I ever felt in my life, like straight up. You know what I mean? So presently into the moment.
Wow.
I'm so happy.
That's amazing, man.
Heart super filled with love. Like it was a great experience. So it's gonna send you through hell, but you're gonna end up in heaven right after. You know what I mean? Right. So it was a great way to, I guess, start off the journey of 3 months being out there.
Right. So after that, so now give us a couple of glimpses. So after that experience and him, like that's them throwing you right into it.
Right,
they ain't playing no game. You getting the ice while you getting there, all the toxins, you getting everything outside your body, sweating. Man, I can only imagine. Man. So after that first night, how was it? Like a month or a couple months into it. So how long did you actually? So did you stay the full 3 months then?
I did, man. I did. Months? So. It's so much to talk about in that 3 months, so I'm here with key points.
Yeah, hit me with the key, just the key points.
So
I know they want to know now.
Exactly. So we would wake up like 7 o'clock in the morning to meditate, and we would have to wake ourselves up. You know what I mean? I think somebody had a little phone clock or whatnot to use. That's the only type of electronics we could use, and we just had to look at the clock and be like, okay, it's 7 o'clock. Let's sit our ass on this couch and let's get ready to meditate. You know what I mean? So we would wait on Brother Yada to show up, and boom, we would meditate for an hour every morning. And man, it was such an astounding time for myself to really, tap deeper into myself, because I never really meditated before then. And sometimes he'll wake us up in the middle. Actually, one time he'd wake us up in the middle of the night, bro, out of nowhere, and play this one book for. I will never forget it. It was called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill.
Wow.
It was one of
them. a big author too. If y'all don't know about him.
Yeah. Actually, man, I remember going to sleep like, man, I'm gonna have a good night rest. This nigga come and wake us up like 2-3 hours later, like had to be like 4 in the morning type of deal, bro. Talking about wake up, bro. It's wartime, shit like that, like an actual general. Right. He like, man, I'm gonna sit you on this couch and we're gonna listen to this book, and and he'll stop us in between certain chapters, like, and have us expound upon it, like, what you think about that, man? What did that mean to you? Him saying that, so it really gave us some insight on how the devil will sway people down negative paths in life through certain things, whether it's drugs, other people, just anything out there in the matrix, right? So, one very powerful moment in this 3-month journey was us doing the rites of passage, which was a 7-day water fast in a tent in nature, just you, yourself, and water, right? So,
that was tough. I know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm talking about day by day by day by day. So it wasn't no running. You just had to face yourself. So I remember we had this one nice big ass meal before the sun went down, so we can set up our tents. So we had this nice vegan meal, like vegan tacos and all that type of
Oh,
good. It was banging. He was one of the best. Hey, he was one of the best chefs ever. Brother Yada was one of the best
he
chefs
was, for the
I
vegan,
ever.
he was.
Boy, I'm talking
He
about
said,
putting his foot in shit, like straight up,
"Man."
having gourmet vegan food every day. You know what I mean?
So
But
y'all was eating good. Then.
we was eating great, but we was only eating 2 times a day. We would break our fast at 11 o'clock in the morning, and we would have our second. So we have our first meal at 11, and we have our second meal at around 7 o'clock, and that would be it. So we were very strict on the diet. So boom, we had a nice meal, man. And this is actually when one of the another student came. So it was just yeah. So actually, I didn't tell y'all this, but the student that came with, she left because she couldn't handle it. So she left like two.
So the girl that was throwing up.
Yeah, she left like 2 days, 2 or 3 days in. You
know, man, like, she said after that first day,
that was it.
It was over with.
That was it. So another student came. Man. So she was, we met her before she, before she went through the experience and whatnot. So me and brother Omek, we ate our food and we started to walk down and set up our tents, man. So we had a big field down the hill that overlooked the mountain. So we was like, all right, let's set it up right here. It's a real smooth ground, so we should be cool right here. And we did that, man. So boom, set it up in the field and just chill right there. I'm like, all right, I'm really finna go through this. But I was super excited I was excited, scared, at the same time because 7 days of no fucking food. Right. I can't, some people can't imagine a day or two.
Real talk.
I'm talking about 19-year-old just drinking water. I'm like, nigga, you trying to kill me?
Right. Like, hold on, I ain't signed up to die now.
I ain't signed up for that now. You know what I mean? So,
man, so next morning, you was kind of probably like, wow,
what? Because I almost quit in the middle of that. I'm gonna tell y'all about that though. So the next morning, we like, damn, hey, it's kind of hot. I'm like, brother, oh man, you kind of hot. I'm like, hell yeah, we should move this. We still had enough energy to do whatever. So we end up moving our tents along the path to where trees and stuff were at. Kind of
so get a little shade. Almost.
Yeah, get some shade and stuff. So, but I bet we got situated right there. I'm like, all right, boom, we good.
Right.
So now you just sitting with yourself. So when you start to really fast from everything, you start to listen. All your senses start to heighten times 10.
Oh yeah.
So I'm listening to all the nature sounds. I'm listening to just whatever type of creatures are walking by us, whether it's squirrels or whatnot.
Right.
I'm paying attention to the ants on the ground. I'm turning back to a kid. You know what I mean? Right. I'm just paying attention to all my senses. Wow. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at the top of my tent. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm just fucking with shit. Cause you ain't got shit. I'm reading shit on the tent. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got shit else to do. And your imagination becomes super clear. You know what I mean?
Right.
The next couple of days, I'm like, fuck. I start to really envision shit I used to eat in the past because you got subconscious memory coming up. Like, man, I remember them Auntie Debbie cookies, motherfucking honey bun, hot links, all type of shit I was thinking about. Like, and I tried to imagine it, like eating it in my mind because you just, I'm just on my back, just chilling right there.
That's facts.
And I'm not even talking to the brother that's next to me. He just, we just having a noble silence, in between that. So I wasn't talking. I'm just sitting there with myself.
Like just in tune with yourself, your thoughts and everything that's going on around you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. Like I couldn't imagine. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't imagine not eating for one day. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's tough.
So man, like wow, did you going into it, did you really think that you were gonna make it or did you think that was gonna be it?
I did, man. I mean, I thought I would, you know what I mean? I thought I would, but check it out, like the 4th day. I woke up like, nigga.
Okay. Like, man.
And if y'all don't know about fasting,
burger, some wings, anything.
And when you reach that certain point of fasting, like you over like 72 hours of fasting, your body starts to really break down fats and it uses a lot of energy.
Yeah, a lot of the shit that you store that's still within your body, so they starting to feed off that.
Exactly. So still, I ain't had number fat, so I started to get skinny as hell, like skinny, bro. Like I'm talking about 100 probably pounds type of shit, like super light. And I started to I'm thinking about a whole lot of shit I could be doing back home. So I started thinking about family and shit. I'm like, damn, they don't know where I'm at.
Right.
I don't think I texted somebody before I came, to do this fast. Hey, though, man, I damn near quit. I
You said
damn
the
near
fourth.
quit.
Hold on. You said the fourth day. So you
The fourth
you
day.
ain't text nobody. You ain't called nobody. The fourth day come. You like, man, shit.
Something got to change.
Hey.
But really, what my ego was telling me was like, man, listen, there's so much that you can be doing back home. Because I was and visualizing like so much dope stuff I could be doing as far as teaching barber classes. Just
So your imagination is now starting to roll, and you like, man,
it was rolling.
It's so much that I can be doing right now.
It was rolling,
and I'm sitting here damn
being
near
stagnant.
Right, starving myself.
You're right.
Hungry, damn near skinny. Like now you like your mind's starting to kind of play tricks on you a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was doing.
Yeah.
Like, so it was throwing me all this type of shit I could be doing, but it's just the monkey mind. It's the conscious mind. It's telling you do this, do that. So I'm like, I had to build up enough energy and courage to tell Brother Olmec, like, hey, bro, we ain't been talking. We haven't been talking. I promise you, we haven't been talking for these like 3 days.
So y'all, so everybody like in their own tent.
Just in their tent. It's just me and the brother, because he was going through his rites of passage too, because he just got to the village as well.
Wow.
But he was, he was there, a little bit before me, of course. So he had to go through his shit too. So we did it together. So we just chilling right there, man. Only time I hit him, like I hear him drink water. That's about it. You know what I mean? He'll scream like "fuck," like man, that's all that shit out here. So I had to cut through the silence, like, man, bro. Hey, Olmec, I gotta holler at you about something.
Right.
And you gotta realize, like, I'm going over this shit in my head before I even say it to her, like, man.
Right, you kind of preparing all the shit that you're gonna say, like, this is what I'm gonna say to him.
Sound right. So, bruh, I'm like, hey, bro, I think I figured out what I came down here for. You know what I mean? I think I figured it out. He like, what you talking about, bro?
Right.
You ain't done yet. You know what I mean? He like, you sure? He like, you want to tell Brother Yada? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go tell him, man. I'm like, so I'm tired as fuck. I'm skinny as hell. Like I barely had energy to even really walk. You know what I mean? Because I'm skin and bones. I still got the picture. Like it's crazy. So I walk up the hill. I'm just going over the shit in my mind. Like, okay, this is what I'm gonna tell him. This is how I'm gonna go about it. Right. So I see him sitting on the porch, and the yard people, the yardsman is doing work and shit like that. Right. He see me like, Brother Muhammad, what you doing at that tent? I'm like, man, let me holler at you real quick. So I'm like, brother, I've been thinking about so many things. I think I figured out what I came down here for. I seen so many things in my mind, and I think my spirit is telling me that it's time for me to go. You know what I mean? But really, it's my ego being like,
right. It's your ego because
I'm tired of eating.
You tired? I'm hungry.
It's time.
You got a chicken wing. Let me get a snack box.
Something, nigga. Something. A fucking walnut or something. Right. He like, you sure? He like, all right, man. You supposed to be say you at 4. You damn near done. You know what I mean? But I'm like, man, listen, I'm good, bro. Right. So he like, all right, go down to that tent, man. I'm gonna come get you later and everything and shit like that. So I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like, woo!
He like, I'm about to get out there, man.
I'm gonna get in this task and be gone, get some food. Listen,
right? You thinking about everything you about to do, what you get out that motherfucker.
Listen, I'm gone. I'm out here. So fast forward, man. It's like getting towards nighttime. It started raining and shit. I'm like, did that nigga forget about me? Like, come on down. I just told him.
He like, I know. He said he was gonna be here around this time. It's getting later and later.
And I heard, so I'm like, okay. So I'm chilling. I heard some footsteps, on some gravel, getting kicked, some rocks getting kicked. I'm like, oh, that must be him right there.
Right.
And he walk up, to where our tent was at, like, Brother Olmec, come out the tent. Brother Hamid, get your bitch ass out the tent, nigga. Like, get the fuck up. You thought you was gonna come out here and waste our fucking time? Do this. We put too much work in. We soldiers out here. Like, straight up G-check me like a general.
What?
The fuck you talking about?
So he wasn't
Not at all. I thought it was sweet. I'm like, oh,
he finna come down. He gonna have a little snack bar for me.
Not at all. It wasn't no type of kumbaya. He like, nigga, you finna finish this shit and get the fuck back in that tent. That's what we on, nigga. So it was that type of time. Not verbatim, of course, but it was that type of time. But he checked me like I needed to be checked. And he like, man,
like a coach.
Exactly,
almost, right?
Exactly. So he like, man, get back in that tent and figure, tough this shit out.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, got a little golf ball in my throat. Like, I feel like a daddy just treated your ass right. Type of shit. So I got my ass back in that tent, and I'm like, damn, you finna finish this shit out.
Right.
Oh shit. So Brother Olmec was like, try to give me some sense, like, man, it's gonna be way better when we get out of here, bro. We're gonna be doing this, we're gonna be doing that. eat so much good food here,
Right.
traveling.
So he's trying to kind of get you through it. Like he kind of motivated. Hey, you almost there, man.
You know what I mean? So I really needed that too, because I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, because at this point, mentally, I could just,
listen. I'm talking about.
I don't eat for a few hours, and I'm starting to feel it. But you
hangry, right? Hangry. But y'all gotta remember, like it's hour by hour. And I'm talking about 7 days. Damn near 8 nights too, because he ain't get us to the last minute. But I'm super grateful that I didn't leave, because that exact night I started having the craziest out of body experiences, you know what I mean, in my life, to this day. Like super vivid dreams that I can remember to this day. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about dreams I never had, you know, being in different cities, like knowing where my body was at.
Yeah.
But knowing I'm in the dream world. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I could do in this world, and to try to take that back to my body. Having several dreams a night. You know what I mean? Waking up to the point I can't even fall back to sleep. Because you think, you know, okay, it's damn near 6 o'clock, but it's really not. You know what I mean?
So here, it's really just only 30 minutes
shit.
Past,
Exactly. So
I feel that.
I'm like, fuck, let me try to go back to sleep and get some more, I guess, dream quest in. You know what I mean? So I started having really a whole lot of breakthroughs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of shit started clearing. I started having a whole lot of subconscious dreams and shit like that. So it took me to a whole nother level. And the last day, we like, all right, nigga, it's 7 days. That nigga should be coming down here any minute now.
Right.
And he came and got us, man. The last morning, I think we did like 8 nights, and he got us the next morning. He was like, you know, he had us on video or whatnot. He like the brothers did it. You know what I mean? He had us on Facebook or whatnot. The brothers did it, man. Like, get these guys
I'm gonna have to go. I might have to go find this footage now. I might have to go find this footage, man.
So he was like, the brothers did it, man. This guy right here almost quit on me though. But I had to toughen it out with him. But you know, and when you see us, boy, we was literally skin and bones. Our shorts falling off our fucking waist. And he took us up back to the village, you know, and he had on a red table where we were staying, they had a red table, right? And it was like outdoor balcony type of thing. So he had a big ass plate of fruit for us both. Watermelon, grapes, strawberries. I'm talking about Ecuador, fresh from the roots of Ecuador, right?
So
freshest food.
He said you ain't getting no burger at none, but we gonna still get you right.
You're gonna break this fast the right way. And when you fast for that long, especially for that long, your stomach shrink to the size of my eyeball. So you not gonna eat that much. I'm looking at this shit like I ain't had nothing this long. I'm finna smash
everything on this table, right?
I'm finna smash it. But that ain't what happened. So I started eating the strawberries first. Ate about 2-3 of them. Ate a little bit of grapes. Ate 2 bites of the watermelon.
Right.
And that was it. I'm like, damn, I'm full. He like, y'all don't want to eat the rest of this shit?
Right. I just got all this shit.
Right, because he's still showing, you know, we damn near on Facebook Live. He's still showing like, man, he like, nah, the brothers, they full. So
right.
And after that, so we you know, we was able to take a shower and all that. And man, boy, you don't appreciate shower, food, shelter.
Dang, so y'all didn't shower for these 7 days. Y'all was really out there in the
boy. You, yourself, and I'm talking about breath, funky to the motherfucker.
Man, breath, tongue, body, boy.
Tongue pale as hell. You know what I mean?
Man.
Because when you fat, boy, you getting all that out of your lymphatic system. You know,
you literally
all that shit
got all, like that was the ultimate fast.
The ultimate.
All the toxins, everything that you feed. Oh my god.
A whole mental. I ain't had a whole mental reset. You know what I mean? So I was so focused, so in tune with myself to the man. I was on a whole nother level. So to finish off the rites of passage, we walked down to the river. And we had a river bath, so we would wash up in the river just to, you know, spiritually clean off what's no longer serving us. And we did a video about, you know, what we learned from that fast, and the journey continued after that, man, through those 3 months.
Wow, that's the bad boy right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. The fact that you're a soldier for getting through that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro.
You're a soldier for getting through that.
It was a tough one.
That is a hell of an experience. So I know for a fact that whole experience, that whole journey is probably what made you, that enhanced. You was already spiritual. You was already diving into all of it, but that probably over enhanced it.
Oh, by far, man. By far. I even got to the point where I became more empathic. I became more psychic. Like we didn't even have to speak no more. We was just reading each other energy, you know what I mean, out there.
Right.
Like we just go off the frequency, you know what I mean? So I
Because
was
you that
reaching that
much in
point.
tune, though.
Exactly. So it was a
Man.
phenomenal experience. And I was able to really just sit with myself for hours and not really need nothing. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it really made me content with myself and who I was, and like a whole paradigm shift, man. And
Okay.
you know,
So now the 3 months have passed, and you own a plane coming back to the U.S. of A. How was that feeling? What was you gonna say to your family, to your folks? What happened from you now leaving? You made it through all that shit, and now you go home. You awaken. The mind is still moving, like, and you still probably feel like, God damn, like I'm still like my third eye. Like you probably feel like a whole new person,
yeah,
almost.
feel like a UFO coming back to Earth or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like that's how I felt being around people.
right.
Because of course they don't realize what I went through.
Nah, I don't think anybody, unless you've been through it, you ain't
Yeah,
gonna know.
they not gonna know. So it was hard adjusting, man. I had to, really attune people with the new version of myself. So my mama, of course, was excited to see me and all that type of stuff. And I tried to give her some of the, the lessons and the light that I gained out there, but it still felt like it wasn't hidden. So it really shocked me to, see how people didn't really understand the transformation I was going through. You know what I mean? Like I thought it would really hit them, but it didn't. You know what I mean? Even though I would give them, I would try to adjust her diet, stuff like that, and give her certain information that I gave them that I gained out there. Send her lectures and stuff about spirituality. It just didn't hit. And I had to get accustomed to it, man. And being back in the U.S. of A, it's like it's so much desires getting thrown at you. I shouldn't say this is desires, but so many temptations being thrown at you, as far as food, sex, just all kind of lower vibrational stuff. So
all the things that you didn't have when you was out there.
Exactly.
Because that everybody out here coming back, because you ain't no values. People don't care. They
not
live
at
the way
all.
they want to
Not
live.
at all.
Like,
It ain't no lines.
It's different.
Yeah, it ain't no lines. And my baby mama, like, she thought I was out there cheating with the girl that one of the students.
Man, she was like, you ain't text me. I ain't talked to you for 7 days.
Even though we was texting, of course,
Yeah.
through it all, but she'll see videos of me and the other student, and she think, I'm like, why y'all on that frequency? I literally never thought about sex the whole time I was down there, like literally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So semen retention at its all time high.
Man.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was super focused and super filled with light. So
Man.
of course I had to get back to my duties as a father. So I had to keep the daughter for weeks at a time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give baby mama a break. And that situation became kind of rocky and whatnot because I was at this frequency and she couldn't make it to that frequency. So
Right.
I had to really separate myself a little bit and try to figure out what's the next step in life for me.
Right.
And my mama like, all right, nigga, you back, but bills still
Bills,
get paid.
right. So you gotta pay these bills. You better go back. Hey, you quit your job,
right?
You better go ahead and call his ass now. See if he accepts you back.
I know your chakras line and all that type of shit, but we got to get this paper. And I was grown. I had a child, so she was looking for me to move on and get an apartment at that time. So I'm like, all right, it is what it is. I mean, get back to the job. I stayed there a couple more months and figured out where I was gonna stay at. Got me an apartment and actually moved my child's mom and my child in. So we started working on the family life and going on from there. And it was a beautiful process, but it didn't last as far as me and my child's mom. But we still keep things straight for our daughter.
Yeah, man, that's amazing, man. And I can understand what you experiencing all that and being away. Like, I can just imagine how different it will be just in relationships in general. Like, yeah, you can tell somebody what's going on. You can tell somebody like, I experienced this happened.
Yeah,
but they will never fully understand unless they literally went through it. Unless they was there with you.
Exactly.
Man, that is amazing, man. And hey, we gonna touch back on this. Hey, y'all just stay tuned. We gonna bring this topic up.
Yes.
We gonna really dive more into it on the next time Pharaoh come on here. But without further ado, man, hey, I think y'all all have really gained an interest into who this man is, and we peel back the layers. Y'all really have seen, hey, Pharaoh Phades, it's more than just a name.
Yes.
Y'all have really seen Anthony Muhammad talk to him. And man, like now, before I get you up out of here, we got the quick hit gems coming at you.
Okay,
right?
let's do
so
it.
So we got the quick
Let's
hit
do
gems
it.
coming at you, man. So all these is I'm gonna keep it to three questions, and each question gonna have its own like limitations, but I'll tell you as we go. But you just gotta quick hit.
Okay,
all
for
right?
sure.
So whatever
for sure.
comes to your mind. So for the first one, all right, it's gonna be simple and easy. Y'all, I know y'all know this. So for the first question, if you had a dinner table, so with anybody, you can pick anybody dead or alive. If you had a dinner table with 5 people, dead or alive, who would you have at this dinner table for only one night, 1 hour? Who you putting at this dinner table?
That's a great question, man. Dead or alive, I'm gonna have to go with first off Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
Okay, talk to him.
Righteous brother. Second one will be Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. Ooh, that's a good one.
I love the spirit in that
brother.
One. I love the spirit in that brother. Another one would be Marcus Garvey. We'll definitely have Marcus Garvey there.
Ooh, okay, that's a good
one.
You got 3. You got 2 more now. You got 2 more. Hey, the table game. The table gonna be real entertaining now.
That's tough, man. I would have Mansa Musa there. I would have Mansa Musa there.
Ooh, who's that?
The richest black man to ever live on this planet.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mansa Musa. I'm
like, see, y'all don't even know about. I ain't even know about him. Hey,
I might that mug with all the gold on, swinging, man. I gotta pick his brain. Okay. Last one would be, damn,
man. Hey.
I'ma go with Michael Jackson.
Ooh,
best singer of all time.
Michael Jackson. Ooh,
best singer of all time.
That's a well-rounded table.
Yeah, it is.
Hey.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so we got Malcolm X.
Yep.
Then you had Michael Jackson.
Yep, Bob
Marley.
Marcus Garvey.
Mm-hmm. And then who was the last one I'm missing?
No, you said Michael Jackson. Yep.
Michael Jackson.
Muhammad Ali. Did I say Muhammad
Ali?
No,
you ain't say Muhammad Ali.
I say Muhammad Ali. No, I'm sorry.
It was
so hold on. Malcolm X. Bob Marley. Marcus Garvey. Mansa Musa. And the Michael Jackson. Yep.
Dang. Okay. Hey, Muhammad Ali, you a close second.
Yeah, he was in there. I was thinking about you. I swear down.
He was thinking about you. All right. All right. So that was the first one. So now next quick hit. So, what is the best advice you have ever received in your life? The best advice, whether it's a quote, whether it's just somebody saying something. What's the best advice up to this point that you received?
That's a great question, bro. I'm gonna have to go with. I can't remember the quote off the top of my head, but my mentor Erskine Reeves, man, was when I was having that conversation with him before I left the shop.
Yes, sir.
He was telling me about how how I gotta be on my own. So he said something along the lines of, eagles fly up here, and like regular birds, they fly down here. You want to be amongst the eagles. You know what I mean? So that always stuck with me. Just flying high above everything else and really having control over my life and destiny. That's what I took from it. So just being an eagle.
Being an eagle and flying high with it.
And flying high, yes.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. I might steal that one.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, third one, man. And then this is for all my viewers and some tips that I would want you to give them. If you had, I want to say, you can give it 3 words. So if you had 3 words, or just we can put it in general. So if you got 3 words that you can say to an entrepreneur or somebody that's trying to figure out who they are, what would those 3 words be? It can be more than 3 words. Just give them. What would you say to somebody who's trying to figure out, who don't really know who they are and they're struggling right now? What would you say to them?
Faith. You gotta have faith in yourself. Perseverance.
Okay. Faith, perseverance, and then what's up?
And passion.
Passion?
Yes.
Faith, perseverance, and passion. Why do you say those 3 things?
So first, you gotta have faith in yourself. You gotta have faith.
That's facts.
In your creator, that made you to be the best that you could be.
That's facts.
Perseverance, you gotta strive through it, man. You gotta strive through the lows, the highs. You know what I mean? Sir. So that perseverance is key. Passion, just what's in your heart, what's making you do this at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
What's your why?
Exactly. What's your why? And that's a very important, because you got to have a reason why you're doing it. And it can't be just material stuff. It got to be something that's really inside of you.
Right.
And
something that's deep down.
Yeah, man.
Man, that's what's up, man. Hey, we gonna end it on that note, man, because we gonna have him back on. Have y'all enjoyed the show, man? Hey, Pharaoh Phades, he will be back.
Yes.
All your information, it's gonna be in the description below. All the information gonna be there. Make sure you go find him on Instagram. Make sure you actually come shop with him, man. Hey,
yes.
Phades for a reason, man. He ain't cut me up, but he cut himself. You can see,
y'all can see the trophies.
Y'all can see the trophies. Hey, they ain't there for no reason.
Boy, ain't a joke.
All right. His information gonna be down below, man. Make sure you come, show him some love, check him out. Hey, we just Black-owned businessmen trying to continue to spread positivity, spread life, spread wealth. And we appreciate y'all for always tuning in, always coming back and showing some love. Thank you, Pharaoh Phades, for coming on the Golden Gems podcast, man.
Thank you, man.
No problem, man. Any last words for the viewers, man? What you got to say to them, man? We appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you guys for checking out the video. You guys just have to be the best version of yourself. Listen to your intuition and strive for greatness, man. Strive for greatness.
Strive for greatness. And you heard it here first, man. First, it won't be the last time you see Pharaoh Phades on here.
Yes.
And so to the Golden Gems podcast, man, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed out there. And we out.
Peace.
Deuces.
Hey, we live now, really.